So, what's the summary of my FamilySanta.com journey? Well, it was 175 hours of coding and infrastructure building, 55 hours working on the videos. The costs were $19 for GoDaddy, that's for 2 years of registration, and then $32 for setting up the infrastructure, testing things, getting DNS set up, things like that. And that was for that first month, and then I basically stopped using AWS. And then it was $69 for Twilio, which there's a whole saga behind that, and it shouldn't be that much, and it won't be that much the next time I do it, but that's where it is. Mailgun was free, the below their minimum amount because I hardly send any email. And DigitalOcean was free because it was like a starter account. So I did no advertising. I wasn't going to spend any money on advertising. So it was just whatever happened through natural web search, which these days is about nothing. So no customers signed up besides me or some confused family members who thought that they needed to register um, on the site in order to get text messages and emails and things like that. Total system usage, we had 50 emails sent and 5 text messages. Some of which of these were test messages or general announcements that I just sent out. I just, hey, texting is live, so feel free to start using the text SMS features, which only 2 people ended up using that feature, one of which canceled it after 20 seconds. So guess they didn't really want to do that. So that was a little surprising. So total all in $101. Was it worth it? No. Is it less than the budgeted $1,000 maximum? Yes, much less than $1,000. But it's also much more than $0, which is what I spent last year. How about net effect? The reason it's not worth it is because I still got about 11 maybe calls or texts asking who they had. So the system, it wasn't easy enough for people to use, or it wasn't intuitive or whatever. People just were not using the built-in features in order to not call me or text me. So, that it didn't fulfill its original goal. So, I'll try again for next year. And now that SMS is up and running, we should have, well, I mean, it's not running this minute because I had to cancel everything. But I mean, in theory, I'll be able to start over again. I'll start a lot earlier and we'll make sure that the system is up and running. And we should be able to go through the process the same as this year, the previous time, I'm saying. Okay, you know how it is. It's December 29th. So which year is it? It's still 2023, but it's close to saying last year versus this year. So that's why my speech is a little confusing. So one of the lessons learned here, you'll see at the bottom, email is not what it used to be. I tried sending email messages from the server, my web server, and it's tagged as a spam web server. So I can't get anywhere with that. And then when I switched to Mailgun, I had to go through all the email verification steps. And even then, sometimes it says right now, Mailgun is tagged as a spammer. And then like the next day, oh, Mailgun is fine again. And it's like back and forth. And so the deliverability of my messages was very inconsistent. And even though I only sent out 50 of them, people say, I didn't get your email. Like, what? I just sent it. I didn't send it, but the system sent it. And people were saying, no, I didn't get the email. So really, texting is a lot more reliable. However, SMS is just so much more complex and expensive than it used to be. It's the largest cost in the whole thing. It's kind of ridiculous. And on that note, let's tell the story of my Twilio adventure here. So I first submitted the application on the 19th of September, thinking there'll be plenty of time before Thanksgiving and we should be, up and running and I'll have time to test it and things like that. Well, it didn't go live till the 9th of December. Why is that? Well, because it took a lot of different attempts. The first attempt was denied for insufficient information, which was like, okay, I don't know what you want to see because I already told you my website's not live yet. So of course it's insufficient information, but how do I give you the information you want before the website is live? Don't you want to have the text system turned on before the site is live? I mean, if you wait till the site is live, then it's obviously operating incomplete, that kind of sucks, right? So anyway, so the second time I applied, it said, okay, now it's denied for unknown reasons. Okay, how do you respond to that? How do you do a better job than unknown? The third time was unknown. I said, okay, well, I'm trying the best I can here, and I'm just shooting into the dark, just hoping to hit the target. It's like the famous saying about why bowling is fun is because you get all the feedback. You see and hear the pins crack, and you see the ball going down the lane and stuff like that. Whereas if you put a black sheet and get rid of all the sound, bowling is not fun anymore because you get no feedback. So that's kind of what this was. I'm up to the third try, unknown reason. Okay, so now what do I do? So I start contacting support. Hey, I just put in my fourth attempt. Can you make sure it goes through or tell me what's going on? Oh yeah, that shouldn't happen. We'll get back to you. No, they didn't get back to me, or they couldn't figure it out, or who knows what. So finally, on like the fifth or sixth attempt, someone from support said, oh, I see what the problem is. You're signing in as a sole proprietor. You're only allowed to apply once. Like, what? You didn't say that anywhere. And they say, well, yeah, it did say that somewhere in some fine print, whatever. You can only apply once. So that means the way you do this is take all those other 5 applications, remove them, and then go back and apply for your first time again, and then try it that way. Okay, fine. Try that. Still denied for unknown reasons. It's like, okay, so they said what you need to do. No, it wasn't unknown reasons. It was for insufficient information again. And they said what you need to do is provide links to where it is on the website now that it's up and running. Here it is. It's already December. It's like, okay, now that the site is up and running, just show some links as to where it is that you're making sure that you're not starting to text someone without their permission, without their opt-in. Where is it that the person says, check here to agree to the terms of the service and things like that. And I said, okay, well, that was never said that I needed to have a link. Would have been nice if that was explained. So I added the link, and sure enough, it went through. Unfortunately, I wasn't told that it went through. I just saw a charge on my credit card, like, okay, what's this one for? Because I've been getting all sorts of charges from Twilio, and like, okay, here's another charge. And I go to see what it is, and it says that's because the service is live. Well, I never got informed it was live, just all of a sudden it's live. Like, okay. So in the future, it'd be nice if the denial reasons were clearer, because when it just says unknown, like, what do you do? How do you respond to that? How do you remedy the situation? And then when it is successful, it'd be nice to get a notice. Hey, by the way, the review is over and it's now live. Either way, it'd be nice to know the review is over, whether it's denied or it's approved. Just the lack of feedback is just frustrating. And then I got charged for this, that, and the other thing all along the way. And that's a bit frustrating to have a bill of like $50 and the system's still not live. So it's like, I don't really like doing business with you right now. Um, it's unfortunate. Whoever put together the system clearly didn't have the customers in mind. And maybe they were under the gun because of the new law for this A2P messaging stuff. I don't know. But it's kind of the worst customer experience I've had in my life, actually. I think it was pretty bad. But I think I know the ropes and could go through the gauntlet again next year if necessary. So that's the plan. We'll try again next year, and I'll probably redesign things so that it's easier to tell the user side of the system from the admin side of the system. That's clearly an issue with the design. And then the second thing is that I probably put together a video that explains, okay, this is how you use the system. Like people just need some training, and I don't know how to make it any, well, once it's clearer, then it should be simple enough that people can just figure out. But even then, I understand that there is some um, ambiguity as to when you're signing up, like what does that mean? Are you signing up to be an admin? Yes, that's all it is. Well, then how do you use the system? How do you use the system without signing up, but you're kind of signing up? You know what I mean? There's two different meanings for the word sign up. Clarifying that's going to be difficult, but I'll just, like I said, I'll have a video that explains the two different things. Plus, I'll try to add some like front page, welcome to FamilySanta.com app. This is the side for users. This is the side for admins, and then try to describe what those are. Hopefully that'll be enough. Well, what an adventure, huh?